This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. This is Jordan Tower presenting La Legend with a new video. Be a man. Links below. Make sure you check them out.
Fresh from upstate, touchdown to NYC, and that feels so great. Yeah, I'm back home.
So we got Boosie, okay? So Boosie is, again, accusing his brother of almost everything. Boosie, we gotta, like, I have nothing personal against Boosie, okay? Boosie is a wild card, okay? And I think he always has been. He's a hustler. He gets to his money. And, you know, he's living life the way he wants to live it, okay? Gets in trouble a lot, but that's Boosie, right? Anyways, the whole thing with this artist, Yung Bleu, and then his brother, right? It's the most confusing thing ever. Because, you know, when Boosie came home, his brother, again, was his manager. Eventually, Boosie got... something happened with his money, and he blamed his brother. Eventually, his brother was vindicated from it. His brother's not in jail for taking money out of his account or anything. Boosie publicly, this is the beginning of everything. Boosie publicly called his brother out and said he stole such and such amount of money from him and everything. And then publicly making his brother out. So nobody wants to do business with his brother after that because they're like, oh, he's a thief, right? Turns out he wasn't, right? Boosie never apologized, retracted it, anything. Then they had this business with Yung Bleu, and obviously his brother was handling everything from the company because Boosie doesn't know everything that's going on until he does a record with Drake, until Yung Bleu does a record with Drake. Yeah, he did. He used his clout here and there and got Yung Bleu in some interviews and this and that, and it was important and got him like a jump start with his clout. But all of a sudden, you know, and I could see this, Boosie not wanting to sign contracts and just say, yo, sign it for me, right? And this wouldn't just go for, you know, record contracts and everything. This would go for shows that were happening at that time, brand deals. So Boosie's got to be careful when he says, oh, that's not my signature for that. But it could go back on any other deal you did, like Rap Snacks or anything else, and they could get out of their contract and say, oh, we don't want to be in business with you anymore. Or it's a way to, you know, you got to be careful when you open Pandora's box for some stuff you were doing as well, not running your business properly. Now you're going to be losing business yourself. So now he's I guess Yung Bleu, he's convinced Yung Bleu that, oh, he took advantage of you because he got writer credits on some of your records and publishing. And that should have gone to the company. Listen, TQ was managing Yung Bleu and got him to where he was, right? Yung Bleu's talented, but got him to where he was, right? And that's a standard business practice because think about it. He's working... You don't make any money in this business, okay? If you're not doing standard practices in the beginning, of course, the artist can get it back later, right? But, you know, Boosie's trying to paint it as, yo, that's your kid's money, man. He's doing this. Boosie's playing devil's advocate. He's playing the devil side real quick to try to get Yung Bleu over on his side against TQ. So that, you know, it's a savage situation that Boosie's playing. And Boosie's going to end up alone, bro. Because, like, he alienates his daughters, this person, that person. He just goes against everybody, you know. And he's used to being a celebrity and getting his own way. That's what I see. He didn't really completely understand his business doing the Yung Bleu. Once he did a song with Drake, he wanted in. He wanted the millions. You know, and they had to do certain things to get that Drake record. They had to do certain types of deals and let go of certain things, you know. TQ breaks it down. I'm not going to break it down again, you know. But Boosie is playing a dangerous game. where he's trying to turn people against each other and his own brother, bro. Like, it's crazy. He could say, oh, my own brother was stealing from me. I don't think that's the case. I think that your brother was becoming a record executive, and you should have kind of like teamed up with him more, and you guys could have had more artists. Who would want to sign to Boosie's label now after all this trouble and turmoil over there? If the ship looks like it's sinking, nobody wants to go over there anymore. This is how crews end. This is how businesses end. We've seen it a million times. G-Unit. G-Unit was tightly knit until Game and Young Buck and everybody started having their, discrepancies and making it public. Dipset. Cameron was running a tight ship until Jim Jones wanted to go off on his own, and Juelz wanted to do this and that, and it didn't look as tight anymore. Cameron prevailed. Jim Jones did his own thing. Juelz didn't prevail, and then, it kind of left everybody else kind of just doing their own thing for self, because if you had a tightly run ship of Dipset, it would have been better just for the brand, It's always going to be what it is, and G-Unit's always going to be what it is, but it could have been even bigger, That's just two quick examples. This happens all the time. Cash Money fell apart when Birdman didn't want to pay Wayne. You're not going to attract any new talent. They haven't had any new talent break out of there because it just looks too sloppy. Like, you heard about the stories with Birdman, but the Wayne one was like, whoa, this is the guy who saved Cash Money at one point. You don't want to go to a company that looks like it's not steady and you're not safe there. And that's the case with anything in life, right? You want to feel like it's a tight run ship until it gets exposed, So Boosie kind of messed himself over for future business by doing all this publicly. He should have handled all this privately. You're not going to win in the public. That's not going to help you win in court. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.